Yeah, you already know what it is. It's another classic episode. I'm your host, Ernest Excalibur Miller, out of South Carolina Highway Patrol. 14 years of experience, three detention, 4 municipal, and the rest is state. Hey, man, the reason why I became a patrolman was just law enforcement, period. I just wanted to be the change. I wanted the community to see something different, see that all officers are not bad. And also, let my fellow officers know, hey, it's another way we can do it. Let's use common sense. What about you, Brother Dre?
Once again, it's Brother Dre out of Cincinnati, Ohio, retired 30 years of policing. Say what? I know I don't look like it. Don't hate me. But once again, as we get deeper into it, man, I got into policing because I was tired of the narrative. Get in the game if you want to change the game and be on point in the situation. So once again, I had no choice but to do what was necessary to change lives in any situation. And as I always tell people, I'm not here to take sides. I'm here to change lives. And that's what I did in my career. Brother Rashid,
the Light Lightford here. I'm a major on a police department in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia.
watch out.
Been doing law enforcement for over 20-something years. I got into also educate. I got in because I wanted to be the change as well, right?
Yes.
But the biggest thing is educate, right? So that's where I'm at. So let me say this, though. Anything you hear me say,
All of us. All of us.
Except him, he's retired.
Yeah, except him,
It's not indicative of
me and Rashid. Yeah.
It's not indicative of my department. I'm not representing my department. I'm not representing anybody but myself as a law enforcement officer with my training, knowledge, and experience, but nobody else, okay? So we taking lawsuits and we bury them in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So what you about experience, the car stopping, the ticket writing, the criminal chasing, we kicking in the door, waving the Glock, criminal saying, officer, don't take me to jail no more. The Black Shield.
Black Shield.
Yeah,
Black Shield.
Topic of the day, y'all guys know, man, you know how ladies, we love the ladies. They're the backbone of everything that we do. But what's our thoughts on ladies in law enforcement? Start with you, Dre.
Man, first of all, it is needed. A lot of people sit back, they observe, and they speculate and say, we don't want to see women cops. But women are needed and necessary in law enforcement.
Right. Most definitely.
I don't think people really understand because my wife is a police officer, 22 years. Shout out to Danielle. I love you. Smoking hot. Get
right
ready.
now. All
Hey, bro. Hey, man, say that for the house, man.
Hey, man, you got to
You
keep
say
it
that
on
for the house.
point.
We
You
about
got
done.
to keep it on
We
point,
about
baby.
done, Danielle. He
Just
coming
get
home.
ready.
He coming home,
You
Danielle.
know, keep that gun belt
All
on,
right.
baby. I just want the gun belt on this time. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it hot, man. It's smoking gun. But yeah, man, I've seen where females can come to a scene and just from their presence automatically de-escalate the situation.
Right.
Because we do deal with a lot of individuals who actually can't see themselves harming women in some situations, but when women show up and talk to them, if they have the lighter voice, the lighter approach, sometimes that mama effect on some people, their de-escalation skills are on point, and that's why, from my experience, females are needed in policing.
Yeah.
What about you, big dog? What you got, Rashid?
Well, women in most families are the mothers, are the first teachers of everybody, men, women, So again, when the first thing when you catch a brother or a sister and you got them hemmed up, what's the first thing they say? Call my mama.
Call my mama.
That's
true.
So when they see female cops, they get a little bit softer. You can appreciate that. But let me say this: don't get it twisted,
Man,
Don't get it
know where you
twisted.
about to go.
I got some beasts.
Yes.
Shout out to I'm about to do this. Shout out to Roseberry. Hey boy, Roseberry. Me and her work some off-duty security together, and I'm not gonna put her business out there because she might not want you to know, but she's a beast.
Right.
And she'll lay them hands on you like Creflo Dollar. You know what I'm saying? She ain't playing no games.
Hey man, you ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? I witnessed it. And
Not
she had
Creflo.
and she physically saved me one day. I had a brother that I was not getting a hold of. That young brother stood up on me and I'm holding him. I'm like, I got and grabbed something I couldn't hold.
Right.
Pause.
Right.
And Roseberry came, grabbed brother, and took him down.
Right.
I said, Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That sister was dope. So and sometimes I prefer a sister come to me.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here, man. They de-escalate the situation, man. I guess like you say, that mama mentality in them, and that's, some men, that's all they want is their mama. They respect their moms more than their fathers.
Yeah.
But I want to ask both of you guys, from y'all experience, have y'all talked to any female officers, black or white, and asked them why did they decide to come in law enforcement? Because normally that's not the norm. Normally women not growing up thinking, I want to be a cop, I want to be a highway patrolman, I want to protect and serve. Y'all ever had a conversation with them and asked?
Actually, yes. I mean,
today, your wife, obviously your wife.
Right,
so,
but in today's society, you'd be surprised how many women want to be in law enforcement and even the military for that reason.
Right.
I mean, and just because the transition of how the world is today and the process of the authoritative figure is not just, say, on the man, but the woman has taken that role, being a lot of single mothers in that journey.
Right.
So them wanting to be in law enforcement, they've just always had that mindset. But it is interesting that you raised that, because the flip side to it as well is that some of them, just like the guys, we got to keep it real with on the ladies too. They sometimes have that male what I call male syndrome. I got to prove a point, and act like, hey, I got to be overly aggressive, or I got to prove my point to fit in the situation, and that's where, to me, it gets even more dangerous.
Yeah. I think the women I've talked to got in the same reason I got in, to make a change, and sometimes we have an ill sense to have to represent somebody. I have to represent the women, and I think that's unfortunate, and I understand it, what I'm saying, but I think that's unfortunate that we have to go that way. But what would really be good is if we can get a female cop on the phone right now, to just ask them, maybe, hey, do y'all got a female that y'all can call? I mean, if you want to call your wife and she's not working, or somebody that y'all can call to say real quick, put them in here and ask them why they can, just to hear from their point of view.
Hey, Dre, do we got any questions from any female cops, son? Anybody?
And I'm gonna call one just in case. I'll text one, see if one is available.
On that note, real quick, let me ask Brother Dre something. While
yes, sir,
other Brother Dre looking for them questions.
Watch out.
Your wife is in law enforcement.
Correct.
When she leaves home to go to work, what's your thought process? Knowing I know she can take care of herself, but you still worry about her safety. What's your thought process going through that, brother?
Well, you always worrying about her safety, man, just because you know what you face on a regular basis.
Right.
I mean, you know that my wife, as a female, she has such a soft side to her.
Right.
And when we work out together or do things, I'm always saying, girl, you gotta bring that beast up out of you. You gotta turn into a lion.
Right.
And it's hard for her to make that transition. But when she's out all day and then she comes back, that's the part where she actually has to detox herself to say, I want to still be feminine for my husband. I still want to be soft for my husband. I still want to lay things out, because you got to remember, here you have a female telling everybody what to do. Then she comes home, and that's another part of what does the balance look like, that you done told people what to do all day, you done locked people up all day, and now you come home to your husband. Can you transition to being, just say, hey, I want to be a sweet, loving, gentle wife, just like the husband? Can he turn it off and not be talking reckless out the side of his neck as well to his spouse? So that's a whole episode in knowing how to recognize your tone, demeanor, body language, and speech.
Is there anything, if you want to share as a husband, that she came home and tell you a story that you be like, yo, baby, I don't want you to do this no more? Anything that happened?
You know what? Actually, it has not been.
Okay.
But we always talk about that she got 3 years left, and I said, man,
Oh, man, that's right, man.
If I can make it happen, I would want her to stop right now.
Right.
You know, so it's never been one particular incident as much as it is, I wish you can just leave right now.
I got you.
I think our producer has a question.
What you got, Dre?
Okay, this is a question from Sergeant State Trooper, Indiana State Trooper Lisa Johnson. She asked 2 questions. The first question is, what's the one thing that you would like to change about yourself? And then the second question she says is, what kind of parent do you think you are as a police officer?
That's for all 3 of us to answer?
Yeah, all 3.
I'm going to go out first. I ain't changing nothing about myself. God created me this way. I love me some me. I love me some me.
No break Miller.
No break.
I ain't changing nothing. And me as a parent in law enforcement, man, I just feel like, hey, I'm not that typical. Well, I'm lying. My daughter, she's out. I'm checking up on her. The GPS, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I worry about it. The way this world is, I'm very overprotective as a parent, just based off the things that I've seen as an officer. Dre?
Well, what I would change about me, man, is I would say consistent patience, to always not necessarily change, but to be more patient as you gain knowledge and gain, because there's always something that you can improve on a daily basis. And when you get satisfied with yourself, then sometimes that leaves you with error along the way.
That's
So for
that
me,
light skinness, man. You light skin. That's how you got it.
So for me, you know, just to improve, not necessarily change, but necessarily, if I took the question and say, what can you improve on? And that's patience. Even just say on the job, say in my career, say with my household, because, you know, that's why when the word says be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to get angry, those are improved patience. And just as far as the second question, dealing with, you know, children, I mean, my daughter's 22. She's about to enter into the Air Force. And she's just amazing, and we just you know, of course, our relationship and journey of being a father of full custody ever since she was born. We just had an amazing relationship, but I got to make sure I turn off the police drill, Brother Dre, the firmness, Brother Dre, and still make sure that it's, hey, daddy, you know, even at 22, you know, your daughter wants that hug. She wants that kiss. She wants to be affirmed in that process. So I always tell these fathers, you know, love on, especially, I mean, we talked about kids, but your daughters are something special because you are the first man that she recognizes, and how you portray yourself is going to speak volumes in their future.
What's your daughter's name?
Melina,
I just want to say congratulations, Queen. We proud of you. Keep up the amazing work.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
And before I answer the question, instead of curse breakers 300, let's call it myth breakers 300 for a minute.
Yeah.
You said you were a single father at one point.
Yes, sir.
And you've had your child since birth.
Correct.
See that? What?
Wow.
Correct.
Black fathers are not in the home. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Black fathers ain't taking care of their kids. Are you kidding me?
Right.
His brother here and raised his child.
Right.
Brother. Big shout out.
Can I even add to that?
Appreciate you.
At some point, for me just to see my child, I had to put myself on child support.
Woo! Yourself.
Just for me to see my child.
There's another myth. That's another myth breaker.
I put myself on child support.
See?
Before I met my wife, me and my ex, we was cool. We saw my daughter anytime I want.
Yeah.
Soon as me and my wife got serious and I got married, all that changed. So I had to go to the courts, put myself on child support, just so it's a court mandated.
Right.
If she violate that, clink, clink.
Right. Another myth.
Just so I can see
another
my
myth
child.
breaker.
There you go.
We breaking myths and curses on this show.
Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
But so to answer the question, one thing I would like to change about myself is that I didn't have such a foul fucking mouth. I wish I could just quit cussing so much.
God made you that way, Rashid.
No, it didn't.
I don't know
Embrace
why.
it.
Hey, I don't know why. I can read the Quran. I can read the Bible. You know what I'm saying?
You're human. You know your heart.
But boy, I got a foul mouth. And my youngest daughter's worse. She be getting. I'm looking at her like, yo, but I can't even be mad because where she get it from, right? Me.
Wow. You ain't what the baby saying. We ain't what the baby saying.
She's 25 now, and
she's still a baby.
She's still a baby. She be. I'm like, oh Lord Jesus.
Right.
But and as far as the parent I am, the uncle I am, the grandfather I am, I'm very overprotective, very overprotective, and I'm just like that. We go out of town, we go on vacation, we go to a beach, and I really can't have fun while they're there because I'm constantly watching. I'm watching for Chester the child molester. I'm watching for the goddamn guy in the freaky van.
Yeah, man.
When they in the ocean swimming, I'm making sure that they come up out of the, you know what I mean? All that. But not to mention, I've been on several vacations that I've had to save lives in the ocean. Wow. And I'm not even a great swimmer, but I've had to save lives of other people. So I could never relax.
Another myth: black man in the water, saving somebody's life. That's another.
This black woman, black woman. Hey, we gonna have a whole series on black woman. Come on.
Yeah, so that's it. And I'm trying to find. I got a sergeant from my department who's a female officer that I could probably get on here real quick. Maybe in a minute, just to really briefly say why, just to hear from a female's perspective why she got into law enforcement. So she told me give her a second. So if we got time, we'll put her in there. But yeah, that to answer your question, that's all I had to say on that point.
Awesome.
Any more questions, Dre? No more questions. So guys, do you guys rather? Let's be honest. You rather have a female on your shift or just more males? What's your thoughts on that? Start with you, Sheed.
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, well, we keeping it real, right? So
that's all we do.
That's all we do, right? So, we male and females bring a different dynamic. You got some females that are toxic. You got a lot of males that are toxic,
right?
So I don't know how I would answer that question. I don't think I necessarily have a preference of who, as long as they know the job and they're not going to get me killed, you know what I'm saying, and they're going to be able to protect and serve like they're supposed to. I don't have an issue with either one, to be honest with you. But I have known brothers and sisters, some brothers are toxic as hell and, can I say this? Act like bitches, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, you got women that just act the same, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I can't really say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What about you, Drake?
Oh, I definitely want some females on my shift. And the reason is because since we deal with so many female prisoners, and you have females that need to be transported, and usually to make sure you're not in a position that can be compromising even once you do your job. Hey, I need a female officer to come to this location for a search. Okay, so she's not gonna search. I mean, I'm not gonna search this female the way the female is able to search.
You said the way the female
is important.
So you say you're able to search a female.
So hold on, guys.
That's education, real quick. Go ahead.
My lieutenant, I'm about to call her.
Okay.
He told me to call her. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you?
What's up, Sonya? How you doing?
Put on speaker.
Hey, we doing a show right now called The Black Shield. I'm sorry if I put you on the spot. If you want to talk, you can talk. But we talking about female officers in law enforcement. And we just want to know the reason why you got in law enforcement. First of all, this is Lieutenant Sonya Daniels from the Manning Police Department we talking to.
What's up, LT?
Hi, and it's actually Captain.
Captain, my bad. Captain, my bad.
Whoa.
Captain Sonya Daniels
Watch
from
out.
the Manning Police Department.
Go ahead with
Hi,
it.
how are you?
I'll do it.
Well, honestly, the reason I got into law enforcement was because I grew up in Florida, and moving back to South Carolina, it wasn't much opportunities for anything. If that, so I went into law enforcement because it was an opportunity for advancement.
Right. Okay. What about any changes? Like, you want to make any changes or in the community or?
Well, I would like to see more law enforcement officers participate in the community.
For sure.
Right.
We always address individuals as they get into trouble, but not many people want to address them prior to getting in trouble. Try to help them stay out of trouble. Give them something else to look forward to.
Right.
You fellas got a question?
Hey, Cap. This is Major Lightford. I'm with a police department in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia. Congratulations on that promotion for sure.
Thank you.
What's one of the biggest things you would like to see changed in this industry?
How the male counterparts look at females.
That's big.
So how would you want them to look at females?
As an equal.
Okay.
And not necessarily an equal, but there's things that women can bring to the table that men can't. For instance, when we're dealing with the youth, women officers tend to have that motherly approach, and even though kids have fathers, it's a different thing when we talk about a mother's approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cap, I appreciate it.
It works for me.
Yeah. Right.
Well, Cap, I appreciate you coming on. And last thing, man, I want you to let these mofos know how much a beast I was on that road. Please let them know.
He was a beast, y'all. He was a beast.
Cap. He only told us, he said he's never pulled his gun out, and he said he's only been in 4 foot pursuits in 15 years.
I've been in 2 at the police department. 2. Hey,
All
Cap.
right.
Thank
Hey,
you, Cap. We appreciate you, Cap.
We appreciate you, man. I love you. You take care. Be safe out there, okay?
Thank you. Y'all be safe as well.
All right.
Thank you. So you heard it from a female's point of view, perspective.
Right.
That's what's up.
Dre, we got any questions? What about you, Kelly? We have anything you want to ask us?
Equal. Correct.
Right.
Right. I mean, personally, I just is being personal. I don't think men will ever look at a woman as an equal.
I don't think so.
No.
Just because of the male image. We are still in a journey where we have never seen a female president. We've seen a female vice president.
Right.
And people, even with this whole race, I told people that they're not ready for a female president.
Nah.
And there's too many strong-minded males in this world that will not bow down to no female in that process. So you do see a lot of issues dealing with that, and just the pressure of policing just with men is double the pressure for women to try to wear those several different hats and try to earn and gain the respect of a man.
Right.
And as a man, when you have a female officer, calling for help, or you tend to answer differently. And you hear them going out on certain calls.
It's that protective mode.
Yeah, you in the protective mode.
Yeah.
So I know if I hear a officer on a 53, which is a suspicious person, and if it's a male officer, I might take my time. If I see here's a female officer, I might try to get there quicker because you're trying to protect them, you're trying to save them. And they actually probably saving you, but I'm just saying that's just how we're built. But guess what? All men ain't equal either.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
All men are not
lying.
equal.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not a dig towards women or men. We all have our strengths and weaknesses, of course.
Right.
And I had an uncle. He left a police department. He transferred because they had a female chief.
Oh wow.
He said, "I'm not working under no woman."
Oh, see,
that was his mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
exactly.
It's crazy. I wish she's right. She always had that issue, man, at the department. Wish they had more equality, wish women be treated same as men.
Yeah.
That was always an issue at that particular department. So hey, it's sad.
Well, you went through a whole era recently where more women chiefs have popped up, have emerged, right? And some are doing very, very well,
right?
And some not so well, right? But again, hell, males been fucking up for years.
Right, yeah, man,
so
right,
you can't say that, can't say that they did it. I mean, males mess up all the time, One thing I like about females, most of the time, they don't let their egos get in the way.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, they'll back down before we were like, no, I ain't backing down. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Like, look, hold on about that shit.
You said, say that again.
Which one? Which part?
You know
what
he
you
got
just
it.
said.
Now, you know
about
he about to pop off.
About what
you
you
know he
said?
about to pop
Oh
off.
Lord, yeah. About I said most females don't have the ego.
That red hat
have.
turning fire.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
come on. I'm gonna say that just from the street policing 30 years, I done seen female officers pop off, and sometimes they get over talkative and be in a position of emotionalism.
but it's that ego.
Versus just say, if you're going to calm it down, like say dealing with youth is one thing, but dealing with people can go to a whole nother level in the process. So I done seen that ego go
Is it
way
ego or
off.
emotions?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
Because they
Okay.
know ego, because they got to prove a point
Okay.
that they
okay.
can.
Okay.
And then their emotion of allowing the situation to dictate their outcome.
Gotcha. Okay.
Kelly,
I
what
can
you
roll
got?
with it. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
Read
ahead.
women's mind.
X-ray vision, so I can see through bullshit.
read a woman's mind. Y'all the hardest creatures to understand. Boy, I don't know when y'all happy or upset or what.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What about you, Dre?
If I had a superpower, what would I do? Stop all crime.
What using what power though?
What using what power?
Yeah.
Mind.
That
I would have to
you
use
hit earlier.
I would
Yeah,
have to
Superman
use a
trying to do
mind.
that too.
I would have to use a mind power
Yeah.
A mind
to
power.
just spread love everywhere you go.
like Professor X. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else,
Okay.
Kay? Hey, while she looking, Rashid, I want to ask you a question as a supervisor.
Yeah.
The female officer that pulled how would you have handled that when a female officer had pulled her gun out instead of the taser? Was that lack of training? Because I heard she had, I think, over 10 years experience in law enforcement?
Yeah, she was a vet. And
Yeah.
she was also a trainer.
Right.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know how you can teach that out. I mean, you train, but see, that's another thing now. If you're honest, you ask how many officers, when do you pull your gun out? Have you, like what I do before, when I get up and I put my uniform on, when I get into the garage,
right.
I draw 10 times.
Right.
Draw 10 times, holster 10 times,
Right.
right? I do that every day to be
Repetition.
repetition, right?
Repetition,
So
yeah.
how many officers really
They don't.
do that?
They don't.
Yeah.
They don't, right?
Right.
Right. So when you in the heat of the battle, your mind is in your OODA loop. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, and you grabbing for shit. Now, don't get twisted. I ain't never mistake my gun for my taser or my
Right.
taser for my gun.
It's a
Right.
weight difference too, man.
Yeah, it's a weight difference.
Yeah.
It feels different in your hand. You know, I don't want a Monday morning quarterback that lady. I don't know what she was thinking or how fearful she was of this young black man.
Right.
Yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
But I think she got scared. I think it was fear, and that's the first thing a lot of folks do is grab that hammer.
Right.
They grab that whistle, and that's the first thing they want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we look at it, and I've looked at the video several times, and I'm thinking, man, I'd rather just choke the shit out of him, get him on the ground before
That's why I
kill
say,
him.
man, I put hands
You
on
know,
you before I
put
do that,
hands
bro.
on you,
Yeah.
put these hands
Yeah.
on you. And by law, and again, the education piece, as a law enforcement officer, I can throw strikes. I can give you headshots, you know what I'm saying? To
Right.
your face, to your neck, to your head, to
Right.
get you in compliant. Those are allowed. As long as I'm not just tee it off and then once you're cuffed, and we can't do it no more. But I'm saying to get you under control, I'm allowed to give you strikes for
Right.
compliance.
Right.
Right? So
Strikes
people
with
don't know
no
that.
chokeholds.
No chokehold. Now,
No
well, I will
chokehold.
say this. Well, speaking of show, let me show y'all a picture and see
That's
what y'all
that, that's
think.
that swap. Yeah,
But-
put that picture up.
but-
yeah.
But in certain instances, that is allowed. When you're allowed to use deadly force and you get a situation where that's all you can do is
Right.
put him in a chokehold to you get help, you're by yourself.
It's your life against his life.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm
at
coming
that
home
point,
at the end of the day.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
I'm grabbing
yeah.
your nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm going to choke the shit out of you. I'm just going to be honest with you. It is
Right.
what it is. I'm going
Right.
home. I promise you.
Yeah.
And they're not coming to my wife's house to knock on her door and say, we sorry, they have to inform you.
Right.
Fuck that.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So real quick, I'll pull up a picture and this goes on a show that we're going to probably have one day called Perception. Right. And so we have a habit of in social media looking at the perception. We look at a half click of a video and then we just draw these wild conclusions on what happened. So I'm gonna give you a screenshot real quick, and I'm sure you can see it a little bit.
Nah, you can't see that.
They can't see that. Hold on, I'm gonna get up, get my fat ass up. I'm gonna put this down.
Okay.
Yeah, we see. Yeah. Yep.
And time is clicking, so you got to
Yeah,
tell
so
them
yeah,
what it's about.
Media thought. Real quick, we're seeing that photo. What you think?
That you was choking him.
I was choking him,
Right.
choking the shit out of him.
Right.
He looked like Jay-Z in the face.
Yeah,
I was
he
choking
did.
so
Yeah.
bad. Right.
That was Jay-Z
Right.
mama. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a screenshot off a body cam where I literally had my hand on his neck for a tenth of a second based on he tried to spit on me. I chin checked him, spun him, and pushed him off.
Right.
But looking at that screenshot, that screen grab, look, I just violated this brother.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Now he's spitting on me, and in today's time, that can be an aggravated assault.
Right.
Depending on if they got AIDS, if they have some kind of situation that can, a CDC type situation,
Right.
that can be ag assault. So I'm justified in hurting this man, right?
Right.
To get him away from me. But all I simply did was chin check him, spin him, push him, just that quick, boom, boom, boom.
Right.
But the screen grab looks horrible.
Yeah.
Like,
Correct.
fry him,
Yeah,
arrest
man.
him.
When I saw it, I thought you was.
Yeah.
Right.
So I caution people, and I know we went off topic a little bit, but I caution people, hey man, look at the whole facts, man. Look at everything, the totality of it, man. Look at everything.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's wrap. Go ahead. Quick
Go ahead.
question.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
About it. Do you find how does the conversations in your home go with the day? Do you have how does that go? Like do you guys share and swap stories, or do you find that when you're at home
And
you turn that off?
let's answer that quickly.
Right. I would usually say the balance is be careful what garbage you dump on your spouse.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
And
right.
you don't want to get to a consistency to where your wife or your significant other becomes a dumping ground.
Right.
Because
Right.
now all you do is receive this information. And that's why individuals have to have safe spaces of individuals that they can talk to and detox with other police officers or just friends or loved ones, and that the spouse doesn't take too much on, because then they try to respond in a way that usually the husband or wife does not know how to take it. And so usually in those situations, I always say that it's good that the spouse wants to know what's going on. At least tell me something so I know how you feel, so I can know how to address it. But if you hold it all the way in and I know something's wrong with you,
Right.
and you don't share it because
Right.
I care about you, now they feel unwanted and not knowing, because you aren't able to say, try to mask it because something's bothering you. So I
Right.
think you share enough to let them know this is what's going on, but then I'm backing off to make sure that I don't cause my spouse to be a dumping ground.
Right.
Thank you for that, brother. Thank you for
Hey,
that.
I just want to thank Captain Sonia Daniels for the Manning Police Department for coming on the show today, give us her perspective of being a female officer. And also, guys, look at the link below. You'll be able to send your questions, and we'll be able to answer it. All right, Brother Dre, send us out, brother.
Hold on, I just saw the producer said we had 3 minutes.
Brother Dre, send us out, brother.
Yeah, he said we still got 3 minutes.
Brother Dre, send us out.
So we gonna utilize the 3 minutes.
I was the clicker like we 3 minutes over.
But I'm gonna just tell you this, that spouse relationships in policing is the most difficult thing to handle. And that's going to be that's a conversation that we need to discuss.
Yeah.
Because there's so many emotions on how do I address it? Should I address it this way? The spouse comes in the door with an attitude, and does the spouse say something that could immediately ignite the situation? Because you don't want to make them feel like they need to be a mind reader. When the communication, that's when it's key to say, you know what, baby, I love you 1,000%. If you just allow me this much time, let me go through this routine, do this, I guarantee you. But every time I step through the door, me and my wife make sure we greet one another, we kiss one another, and to make sure that process is cool. That's why I say have a safe space on your way back home. You need to drive around the block an extra time
Do that
to
several
detox.
times. You do
Then
that.
go ahead and do that.
Right.
That's my wife with the question. So you good on that, love? That's something we need to work on. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Why you feel like y'all need to work on that, man? You addicted to the job?
He's preaching. He's preaching,
Yeah.
and where I'm at now, I have so much responsibility that it seems like I am.
Yeah.
And again, when we first got married, I wasn't a police officer. I had taken a hiatus, right?
Gotcha.
So she didn't think she was marrying no cop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was something I had to kind of break her in
Gotcha.
with that as well.
Right.
I mean, she has a T-shirt that says "fuck the police." No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
I know she
gonna
doesn't.
get one for
No,
real
she
now,
doesn't.
man.
No,
Yeah.
she doesn't. But she, you know, we go through that.
Right,
You know, 'cause
right,
I don't
right,
really
right,
share on the job. I don't share the things I go through with her because I've done
Right,
this once before,
right,
and
right.
that's how it made her feel. Then I just said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that again."
Right.
You know, but then she doesn't understand sometimes when I need that minute because
Right.
she needs my time. She wants my time, and I'm not able to give it to her at that point because I'm trying to really get myself together.
Right.
You know.
I understand.
Right.
Yeah. So, but hey, brother.
Hey, brother Dre, take us out.
All right. We definitely gonna continue this once again. I'm Brother Dre. This is the X-Man from South Carolina, Brother X. And here to my right is the Light, Rashid Lightford. And once again, this is I'm a Beast Network. And as we always end on Black Shield, we are not here to take sides. We are here to save lives.
Yeah.